Hey, Dental Nachos crew, it is Paul, Dr. Nacho with the JFO, Just Find Out key resource and sponsor, sharing with us how we can make one of the worst parts of our dental procedures. I'm a dentist, I've also been a patient. One of the best parts, the injections. I'm here with Michael, president and founder of SimpleCap. Michael, share with us what you guys do to help dentists make their lives less stressful and make this worst part of the procedure the best part.
Thank you very much. So we have a dental safety platform, the flagship product of which is called SimpleCap.
Gotcha.
The goal of this product and the way it works, it has a built-in safety system, which is very novel, works on standard syringes, doesn't require any kind of special system or operation, and it makes the safety part of the process that's unavoidable. The other aspect to it, and something we're developing right now, is a coating on the needle. So it doesn't dull after multiple uses, and it hurts a lot less for the patient. So less damage to the patient is also always good, and less wasted needles for the dentist is also good.
Nice. And I'm very into patient comfort and patient safety, but also into my own comfort and safety. So, you were sharing with me a needle stick accidentally, which can happen in this dentisting world, can cause you to lose a day of production, can cause all kinds of stress for you and your team. So walk me through how this would prevent this from happening in a dentisting day.
That's a great question. So the average needle stick injury is going to be $1,000 to $1,500 to deal with. And that's on top of loss of production, which again, usually you're out for a day to get blood tested. The patient's getting blood tested. They don't want to come back if they get blood tested, so that nobody wants any part of that. The way the system works is there's a sheath on the needle. So it's built into it. It's very, very thin, a couple millimeters thick. And you thread the whole thing on. So this is a replacement needle. So you throw away the old needle you're using today, put this new system on the syringe, thread it on there as you would normally, same workflow. When you're ready to go, you'll spin the sheath and slide it down. The needle is exposed, the sheath is over the syringe. There are gaps on the sides, you can see your aspiration. You perform your injection. When you're done, you'll slide the sheath back up and twist it to lock. And you can hear and feel the lock. There's a kind of an audible feedback to it. And there's the buttons on the sides, so you can tell where to grab it. It's very easy to use, very intuitive. The goal is it's something you can use without looking at it. Typically, when people use a couple of needles, they get it right away. You're an expert almost immediately.
Nice, I like that. Now we're going to talk a little bit more, but if people are watching right now, they want to reach out and find out more about it, where would be the best place for them to go?
So you can go to Verena Solutions, that's VERENA Solutions.com/nachos.
Nice. I mean, anything that we can do, especially during this Nacho Nuts pandemic time, to make our lives a little bit less stressful, more safe is great. Now, I know my people, Michael, we are a cheap people, the dentisting people. So what does it cost for my cheap people to add this to their protocol and process?
Well, as a person who's married to one of those cheap people, it's first and foremost. So the needle itself is probably about 35 cents more per injection. The way we think about it and the way we price it is such, but typically you can eliminate one needle stick per year per office. That needle stick, again, is going to cost you between $1,000 and $1,500. So you'll end up making money by using this. That's kind of the goal.
And that's great. If I just quickly give you some of my Nacho math, let's say you do 10 injections a day, you work 200 days a year, it's $2,000. You're still at like $700 to be a lot safer, not missing a day of production. Also, just, as someone who's been a dentist for 18 years, managing needle sticks or things like that, something you have to do, it's just not a fun thing to manage. It's not something that causes kind of this weird whole team freak out thing, even though most of the time things are fine. So I think preventing that from happening is so key. So if I'm a dentist now, Michael, and I say, okay, share with us one more time, what's the best website for people to go to learn more about it?
So it's verenasolutions.com. That's VERENA Solutions.com/nachos.
Nice. And, my goal is to get dentists to lean forward and just try new things, figure out how they can make their lives better, safer, faster, more efficient. Is there anything else you'd like to share about the SimpleCap before we finish up?
I think the main point and really what our mantra is, make safety a priority. The goal of this is to, especially in time of COVID where, everybody's a little on edge, a little freaked out. This is it's a vehicle to make safety a top priority and to comfortably think about everything else. So, when needle sticks occur, oftentimes, as you said, there's no solution. It's just, don't do it again, whoever did it. Here's something. Here's a way to stop it. And so that's really our goal, is to give
One
you,
thing I
a
was thinking
system
as
to
you were
use.
saying that, and I just had our OSHA training yesterday remotely with a mutual friend, a great key resource and sponsor us, is that one of the things that's important is there's so many team members changing in offices right now. Somebody can't come back to work, their kids need to be home. There's so many challenges. So you
Yep.
have new team members, and you may walk in your office with your head down, a million things to do, and forget you got 2 new dental assistants that might have been trained elsewhere. So this is just a really great opportunity to get everybody on the same page. And I think it's like one of those quotes. I know a coach had said this, you know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And it's just great when you prioritize that.
That's right.
It's so good. So we appreciate you being a Nacho key resource and sponsor. Anything companies do to help dentists make their lives better is something we're on board with. Really appreciate your time here today.
Thank you very much.